Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Monster Train, The Last Divinity. We are working our way through these final victories. We need to 100% our logbook. I'm not worried about cards, I'm just worried about the victories right now, and then we can just random and then take weird cards. We need to do a Hellhorned Wormkin run, but with the Imp Queen. I hate the Imp Queen, I think she's trash, but we gotta give it a shot at some point. Queen's Imp does 10 damage to the front enemy unit, and Echo Break or Fracture. Give me the Echo Break. I like being able to do 1 damage to a unit, kill the weak enemy units, kill the collectors early, get gold, steamroll. Let's depart and see what we get. I will say, I'm not a big fan of this champion, this queen. I like having some armor cards in the deck so you can keep her alive, but her abilities don't seem to scale that well in Divinity. I find it weird because I forgot to look at what our people were. Daedalus, and then who are you? Arcus, so not a big problem. People tell me that she's great. Well, they don't tell me, I've just read it online. I don't know how though. Like, her imps are trash, low health, die to sweep, die to spikes, don't give a lot of value. 5 damage per imp, a little bit of rage, a little bit of armor, that's not enough to keep her alive. You really do need something like more armor generation or stealth or a quick unit in front actually, or behind in order to actually kill the units that are actually killing her. I don't know how to build her, because I think she's kind of trash. I will say demon units getting multi-strike is phenomenal. Let's take that. I don't even think we have any consumed spells, but demon units getting multi-strike is almost always gonna be great early. So, like the action, kill all imps and do 20 damage per imp, that's a good sweep, sure. The problem I feel with this is that your queen is gonna die unless you give her an insane amount of armor. If you could make her quick, she would yeet the imps immediately. You just need to have the book from Awoken. If you had the book, you could actually make her chuck her imps before the enemies act. Otherwise, you're gonna have to have the enemies act first, then she acts, which just doesn't work that well. Deal 40 damage. Doesn't even scale that well. She gets a decent amount of health, but I mean, it's not like we can heal her, so that health has to last. We could have endless imps or something, but that's something that we have to pick up later. We can't pick it up now, and imps are not banner units. You're not guaranteed to draw them early. I find there to be so many problems with this. At least with Rally, you can toss out damage shield imps and just buff her damage. She can become incredibly strong, but she's not killing a lot of enemies. She might kill 1 enemy per turn, but you gotta kill more than that. And adding a bunch of imps to your hand, at least if we build this and we have an armor imp and a rage imp every turn, that's armor and rage scaling. For other purposes, maybe not necessarily her, and her health is trash, but her damage is still okay, and if we give her rage, she'll be okay. So, I don't know, I think that an imp every turn, and then imps being cheaper, is probably the best one for us, although I don't really like any of them. I think that none of her abilities are that good. If she's gonna be tossing imps, she needs to be quick. That's kind of what I feel about that. Damage shield, oh my god, this is actually terrible. Trying to think. Giving the enemy unit spikes means that my imps that hit the unit that has damage shield slays, he's gonna get damage shield per imp. Echo Break is not gonna do enough. Fortify March of Shields can maybe keep the lady alive, but not like he's gonna make it through. He's gonna hit the freaking pyre. I don't know, I'm actually thinking don't take the trial on this one, because spikes with the damage shield minion is terrible, and I don't think we can actually keep our units alive enough to kill him. So we're not gonna turn on Spikes 3, which is annoying because not taking a trial early kind of just feels like you're a huge capitulation or something, but what else are we gonna do? I think what we will do is we will still play the Imp, Queen, because we get an Imp every turn. We'll still play the Imp. And I will play a Train Steward behind. He's gonna kill the Imp, gain a damage shield, and then we're going to ruin his damage shield and then hit him for 20. So he's making it up with 10. I don't think that's too bad. And we can do basically the same thing here. Yeah? I can actually stop him from getting a damage shield though, by playing it like so. You have 5 HP. Can I kill you? I can, I have so many imps. Imp for you, an imp for you, an imp for, oh, hold on. I don't need an imp for you. I will get an imp here next turn though, and it'll be free. So I suppose we will put down a Train Steward, keep you alive as much as possible, and not even play this imp. No reason to. Taking 40. I hate that you are killable. Never mind. I actually love that you're there and killable. I'll put down an imp. I will give this imp a whole bunch of armor, and you're dead. Beautiful. Ultimately, that did not go that badly, but I don't think we could have done the trial. I think that the imps hitting, our units hitting the enemies with damage shield would mean that too much damage filtered through, and then we would not have the damage necessary to kill the boss that spawned. Okay, impressive. Why not? We have imps. We're going to have imps. Let's kill our imps. Infuse, extract, draw 3, and apply consume. To extract 3 just to apply consume to drawn spells? I guess the idea is that you would use this with consume. Champion, etch triggers, there are reasons to consume spells. Do we necessarily care about that? Do we want this? I think the answer is no. Hostingkin is okay, but I think I'd rather just have an echo transfer. It's always something that we're going to want to have at some point in our runs, I think. Hellhorned unit, probably I would like to lean into multi-strike. What would we like? Probably an Alpha Fiend. Although, Deranged Brute, I think is great, because she's gonna give Rage Imps if we keep upgrading her, and those Rage Imps are gonna give a lot of damage to the Brute. It is Consume Seraph, so we don't have to worry about the Rage decaying at all. And making him quick will... I don't think we want this. I think if we make him quick and he keeps a imp alive, that's bad. We want the imps to get hit and then for him to attack. Now, alternatively, if we give him quick and we buff his damage insanely high, then he can just wipe. That's a really good, like, buff ability. I would give him plus, like, 60 damage, putting the Brute in himself. It's really good. We kind of want the imps to take damage, especially if we have multiple imps, Armor Imp and the Rage Imp. So, it is really good though. Again, I just worry about not being able to kill our imps. We do have Echo Breaks and we do have Impressives. So it wouldn't be impossible. You know what? Let's add it. I don't think we'll be able to re-roll, but let's add it. I will leave a spot open for like a multi-strike or a probably not a large stone. Then what are we looking for? Endless? No. Maybe just giving you 50 health is good enough. Maybe we can dupe you later and then have 2 of you on the same floor with 1 imp every turn, giving you a bunch of rage stacks, and then you're just gonna blow out the enemies. How do we keep you alive? Well, we can maybe give you armor as well if we keep getting armor imps every turn. But maybe 1 of you is fine. That way we can have a take capacity, have a floor of 6, 2 imps, Queen, Deranged Brute every turn. I think this is okay. Let's leave. I don't think there's anything that we want here though. Like we don't really take value from this. Yeah, I could make an imp do 200 damage, but I'd rather have 1 imp have like pierce, or 1 impressive have like piercing or something. Summon, deal 40 damage to the front enemy unit. That's not worth 25 pack shards. We're gonna skip. And we do have a Merchant of Steel here, but we'd have to bypass Hellvent and Hellhorn Banner unit. Hopefully we find something good. Enemy units appear in each floor. That should be doable. Was it haste or spikes? I didn't look. It was haste, okay. That's still fine, it's just, I should pay more attention. Or, you know, I can wipe you and then you're gonna take a long time to get up here to the top. And because you're quick, we're actually not taking that much damage at all. So, I will. Play you. We'll play the Imp. We don't need the extra energy on this turn. Well, here's the thing though, if I play the Imp is not going to die. Who should tank, the Brute or the Queen? I think the Queen maybe should tank for the Brute. Well, you know what, the Brute does not have Rage yet. So why don't we have the Brute tank for the Queen, and since everything's dying and we're only taking 5, let's just wipe a unit from another floor, because we can't keep the Imp. Sorry, we can't kill the Imp if we play the Imp. Can we do it now? Yes, if we play an Imp, the Imp will die. So now the Imp's dying, the Collector is living, so we can easily kill that, and we can kill you. Now everything that makes it up to the top floor is going to have no rage, so we're not gonna take that much damage at all. I do see this guy here, but you know, that's why we have March of Shields. Actually, he's dead. He's dead. I mean, if he's dead, we'll just do this. I don't love the fact that, you know what, that's another kill. I don't love the fact that we're gonna have a hard time with the spikes on this unit, but honestly, just stacking up the damage from Echo Transfer and maybe pulling the Shardtail Queen to the front might just be enough. So, armor, Echo. Echo, 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 Echo. This guy's not that strong anyways. You know what? Have an impressive. Take another 10 damage. You're not gonna live. Because we Echo Transferred this guy, he's gonna wipe you. Yeah, beautiful. So no rage, but raw damage works. I mean, here's the thing. If we take any of these, it's a one-off. We cannot bring them back. I think because we're gonna be overloaded with Imps, especially with the Queen, and once we finish this boss fight, we're actually gonna have Rage Imps coming out instead of Queen's Imps. I think we have too many Imps in the deck. Yeah, maybe I could make one of these endless, which would be great, but I'm kind of just hoping that we can live up to the point where we get one Rage Imp and one Armor Imp every turn. Then they're effectively endless and I don't have to worry about, okay, adding one of each, making them endless, maybe putting their unit essence inside of each other. I do like summon, apply armor 10 to friendly units on some sort of an endless Imp. Maybe I'll take a Welder Helper. Yeah, okay, we'll just take Echo Infusion here. But I don't think I want anything beyond the Welder Helper. We'll say, might be nice to have a Wormkin unit that is the +1/+1, so we can actually start to buff our rage guy without actually having rage. Man, you wanna know how long it's been since I've seen Glareminder? A long time. What a terrible unit. What's the essence for him? Etch, Apply, Reap 2, yeah, it's terrible. Shardsoul Carver, I don't know what like essences I would even want here. Not much. Keeper of Echoes, Bog Deep Cocoon, when +20, +10, +1 and Trample. Very few ways to get Trample in the deck. I mean, I think we're gonna go to the right because we get an artifact, and spell upgrades don't really matter right now because our spells are trashed. Yes, a holdover on Echo Infusion would be fantastic. And then we could give it Spell Chain, and then we would have an incredible amount of magic power potential. We need units. That's the thing. We did not get a unit banner. We just picked up this unit from here. So, and we're not gonna get a unit banner, it looks like. Well, actually we will. We'll get a unit when we defeat the boss, and then we have the opportunity to go here to get another Hellhorn unit. But I think we'll probably end up just duplicating our Deranged Brute to stack up a Rage floor. Take capacity, that way we can fit an Armor Imp as well, which means that we'll probably not even use a Wormkin unit if we get it. Okay, you know what? Thinking about it, I would love to get a holdover. Oh my God, they're gonna do it. The idiots. So March of Shields is not as good, is it? Like, you would much rather have an Echo Infusion because it's infused, it's literally free. And a spell, you know, can we get Spell Chain on it? No, we can get an artifact though. A free champion unit or conserve energy. We don't have an energy problem. Our units and spells are cheap. So I think we want a free unit. Magic power and consume. That's very good on an Echo Break. I really want to make sure we can afford whatever we reroll into. Although thinking about it, do we want double stack? No. Non-consume? No. Permafrost? No. In that case, there's no reason to reroll except for cheapo upgrades. Let's make an Echo Break better. Let's make a March of Shields cheap. And I will reroll specifically for these. Magic power. I'll put that on an impressive and something -1. Sure, make impressive free. Not great, but okay. I was gonna say, dupe my unit 10 times, or 5 times. Awoken Melting Wormkin, consumable cards. What is a Wormkin consumable? I mean, I know there's a lot, but like, Bounding Echoes we have, Broken Memories, don't care. Don't care, don't care. Could be good. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. Okay, I think we don't want a Wormkin. Melting, you know, burnout, bring units back, don't really care. So we probably just want Awoken, even if it's like a cheapo region. I think that's okay, just to put it on a unit that's taken a little bit of damage, so we're not purely relying on armor. We have a few armor cards in the deck. We have armor and rage once we finish this fight. And if we can dupe and meld the rage guy into himself, he comes out as a 60 × 2. And then if we put 2 of them on the same floor, they're absurd. I think that's clearly what we're gonna be looking for here. I cannot kill you. So we're gonna go bottom floor, because if we go bottom floor, I can wipe you. Yeah. If we go top floor, we take 10 damage. Bottom floor, we take, well, less, so. Top floor does give us more opportunities to buff. You know what, once we get the regen, we can out-heal this damage. So honestly, I will go top floor. Oh, I forgot about you. And you're a great Echo Transfer target. You know what, actually, I think we split. I think we'll put her and the Animus of Will up here because she can function as a tank for the Animus, and we can play Imps up here for free. I think we'll put Deranged Brute at the bottom just to kind of weaken the enemies with his quickness. I could put them all on the same floor, but then we're not able to put up any Imps. That being said, we only have garbage Imps. You know what? I think we can make that happen. Once we get Infusion holdover, we can just play it multiple times, so I think we'll be okay. And because we're quick, we're actually not taking the bomb damage anyways, which I didn't even think about. So after all of that talk and all that nonsense, oh, hey, wait, by the way, we're fine. Don't worry about it. Now we're still gonna get imps every turn, but like, this is not bad at all. We'll play some imps. We gotta get them out of the deck. Out of the deck. But we do want capacity after this. So there's no reason to play the sap anymore. You can still take the buff though, and you can take Echo Transfer. Oh wait, I can't afford it on the floor. Should have thought about that. So, what I'm gonna do is destroy my brute to allow me to extract and buff damage, and then I'll heal him up off of that. I'm very sorry, good sir. He'll be fine. He'll heal most of that damage back. He's just functioning as another secondary tank anyways. But was maybe a little silly. 28 times 3. You're all dead. Yeah. So 20, 20, 40. Yeah, you're all dead, so I don't need to worry about this floor. Might as well play these, get them out of the deck before we get too many of them. If I kill these units, we don't take 1 damage when they explode, so it is worth it. Buff, buff, and then buff. And might as well put the welder helper out there for what it's worth. Oh. Getting an Animus is a really, really good get. Like, that's a really good get just for free. And of course, getting that on holdover is amazing too. We're taking 4 damage. There's nothing we can do about that, and we don't really care anyways. Let's just have you tank a hit, and we're not killing you. Let's make sure we have enough echoes on that floor in case we want it. Should have, hitting the unit didn't matter, wouldn't have done anything. And you're dead. We're taking 42 damage. That's why I wanted that. And this is without any rage right now. We're gonna get rage, we just need capacity to make it playable. And, okay, this is tricky, because these are very good options for the deck that we're running. Transcend Imp is great with the Shardtail Queen. Lots of rage, lots of armor. Make this unit endless, all of a sudden, I'm not gonna say you win, but Last Stand just doubles the rage, but Transcend Imp will double the rage if it's endless and it comes back. So I really do think that you just take a Transcend Imp. You could always put Transcend Imp in an Armor Imp, but that's not as good as a supermassive Transcend Imp. Branded Warrior, also very interesting on the deranged brute, but because we're gonna get a Rage Imp every turn, unnecessary. We could also get a Keeper of Echoes, put a Keeper in a brute, but that doesn't scale as much. Getting Rage 10 to start with, I mean, that's 50 damage due to his Rage buff. So he comes out as a 60 times 2. Oh wait, it's 70 times 2, and if there's 2 of them on the same floor, that's another 30, so it's 100 times 2 quick by just playing 2 brutes, and they get stronger with imps. So I do not think we need a Keeper. I think we're just gonna rely on the rare card Deranged Brute and the rare card Transcend Imp. Make this thing endless, thin out the deck. When it comes out eventually, insane value on the Deranged Brutes. And I think that's good enough. So I think we're gonna skip this. I'm planning it out, I'm thinking about it, I'm talking it through, because I think we've got it. Now, here's where it gets very interesting, because we can upgrade and search for multi-strike and endless. We're likely enough to get either. Large stone is also tempting to get a little bit more health. We don't want quick, we don't really want large stones. We have a decent chance of getting something. but we might not be able to afford what we get. We could do the duplication first, put a brute inside of himself, and then come down here and then duplicate him, but then we have to eventually come down here to Merchant of Steel to upgrade him. But if we go left here, we'll get a free artifact, and we get gold, and I mean, if we get a lucky unit, maybe we'll meld this and then duplicate. But I don't think we have enough money to go to the right quite yet. So we'll go left, see what we get, hope for something good. Spell Chain on Echo Infusion is what we're gonna take here. Let's check out the unit. I mean, this is where it gets pretty interesting because a Horned Warrior is actually really good. And an Alpha Fiend is nice, but the +1 capacity kind of sucks. And we're gonna scale off of Rage anyways, so I don't think we need this. These are both great though. Like if I didn't have a unit that's scaling off of Rage Imps that we're getting for free, I would absolutely take them. But I think the Deranged Brutes are gonna be better. The real problem is killing our Imps every turn, because if our Deranged Brutes are quick, they're gonna do enough damage to wipe a floor. But we'll worry about that problem later. Horned Warrior is good just because it's a 15x3, and Alpha Fiend is good just because it scales without Rage, but I actually don't think we take one of these. I don't want to make my units fragile, and I don't want to make them larger. So we'll probably dupe, put a Deranged Brute in a Deranged Brute, and then take Holdover on, or Spell Chain on Echo Infusion, and just go from there, I think. So let's skip and assume that we're making the right decision. We can also dupe the Transcend Imp, put the Transcend Imp in the Transcend Imp, which is also something that we are looking forward to doing in the future. But I think right now we just need the Deranged Brute to be better. And this is certainly one way of making him better. Making it so that he comes out with Rage is just absurd. Rage 10. Is it really that good though? It's good enough, I think. Maybe not, but we'll see. Echo Infusion, we'll put that on Holdover. Magic Power and Piercing, who cares? All right, let's see how this works. We want Rage, thank you. I'm leaning into the fact that we're getting Rage from the Rage Lady, so in theory, we now have a unit that can scale off of the ability that we're getting from our queen. I think we do want to start at the bottom though, because if we play on the bottom, we can actually, we can wipe these guys. In fact, I think the Deranged Brute is just gonna kill everything basically. So we'll let the Pyre take 6 + 8 damage. Maybe we can kill him. You know, like a Trained Steward Welder Helper might be able to, but we'll start here. Yeah, you're doing 70 × 2. You are quick killing everything. The Queen will tank for you. We got a Rail Beater. You know, the strike melee weakness is actually fantastic to combo into the Deranged Brute's damage, but he's quick. I actually think what we want to do is we can wipe the upper floor here. So I'm gonna give, you have 30 armor, you'll be fine. I'll give you the armor, and then I will play these guys up here to protect our Pyre. You've got to die at some point. Taking 30 damage. It's a lot of damage. That's because you're taking 15 × 2 from this guy, and I can't really stop that. However, let's build up some Rage. Now you are taking the first hit for 15, which is pretty good. I could also just pull an Imp forward to take the other shot, which is probably what we're going to do. I will also play an Imp. Now this floor is set. Trained Steward here kills you, and this is free. So I will pull an Imp forward. Both Imps will die, which is good for us because it will free up capacity to play other imps. So far this is going well, I would say. Getting a free... We're killing everything so the imp's living. This is the not ideal case, but we can still kill our imp. This is what we want out of the brute, but getting that free unit out of our champion, really, really good, really fun. Just murder you, and then I guess we'll just play the imps to dump on. We want to dump these imps, absolutely. Now, I'm glad we have not drawn Transcend Imp. We want to draw that at the end, so we'll wait. I will also add as many echoes on the floor as I can. You're dying, this guy's hitting you for 1. It's actually perfect. Don't play the other, actually we could play the other imp to do damage, but it doesn't matter. Might as well just kill it. I'm specifically killing the imps up here because I just want a floor where I can place garbage. You can now get bonus. Impressive on holdover would have been a nice spell too. If only I could have held on to it. Anyways, you are toast. We're doing 320 damage quick. And now we also get the value of Transcendent, which costs 1 on this floor. I didn't even think about that. Oh God. It's like 6 extra rage stacks. I mean, we're doing 900 damage. Not quick, but you're not even killing my imp. So goodbye. The imp got the kill. Beautiful. Okay. I think another impressive would work, but a March of Shields also works, because if we, what's the point of the impressive? Killing an imp. That's a good point. March of Shields does not kill imps. It pulls an imp to the front, maybe to tank a shot, but if we're quick, and eventually if we get 2 of these guys, we're not gonna have the capacity to, we're not gonna have the capability, I should say, of killing an imp if we're doing so much damage, but we need the imps to die. Impressive does kill an imp, and we're gonna have a lot of them. So I do see that maybe being on holdover as being an okay spell. Why not? We're at 30 cards, which is a lot, but we'll hopefully remove some. Deal damage to enemy units per... Another consume. Extract 3 melee weakness. We're not really building up enough echoes to make this super useful, but our damage is high enough that that's also not really that relevant, is it? Units are cheaper. Units enter with rage. Friendly units enter with +10. I mean, technically speaking, the rage is probably a little bit better, but I don't think we're actually gonna have too much of a hard time on the next encounter, considering how easy that first encounter went. So this might be an opportunity to skip and just gain the gold. That might come back and bite me in the ass, but I really do feel like we're in the clear, kind of. I think we do want to dupe the deranged brute right now. Having 2 of them on a floor is just gonna be absurd. And I think that's actually worth... Is it worth more than a merchant of trinkets? A merchant of trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood. Alternatively, we could dupe the imp to bring the imp back with the divine temple, but we might be able to get a lucky upgrade here at the Merchant of Steel anyways, so let's not worry about that. Because if we don't get one here, we can get one here. If we don't get one here, we can get one here, and there's a dupe here as well. So we'll probably be able to find it. I do think we want to get another brute before the next combat, though. As good as a Merchant of Trinket is, I actually think we're fine. We do enough damage with our quickness that I think we'll be okay. But we're gonna need the dupe, so yeah. Lots of energy, lots of draw. That's a tough one. We'll probably go lots of draw. The faster we get through the deck, the faster we get to our, we don't need the money. The faster we get through the deck, the faster we get to our holdovers. Non-boss enemy units get multi-strike. I don't think that's gonna matter. And again, I say this specifically, I hate the sweep, but I say this because we do enough damage that things don't live past our floors anyways. I will say we're probably gonna play this one a bit differently than we otherwise would. E.g., Queen with Imps is actually pretty good down here because we can kill a lot of these enemies. Imp gets a kill, Imp gets a kill, Explode an Imp gets a kill. Fortify her, play Imps down here, and then we'll just have our deranged brutes up at the top floor scaling and getting ready for the final boss. And if she dies, well, if she dies, it's pretty bad. We'll lose our Imps. So you know what? It might be worth putting her here to buy us a turn to kill these units that spawn. So we'll probably do that. You go here. I always forget about the fact that we get a unit. You might as well tank for her. Yeah. Although, if I had remembered we got a unit, maybe I would have actually played down here, but whatever. We'll just do it like this. It'll work. We do want you to have armor. I want you to have armor, actually, because you gotta survive this nonsense. I mean, it's pretty good. There's only one imp, or one unit left alive. Now, admittedly, all my quick units down here would have done a lot of work, but I think we want to make sure that they live as long as possible. Should have played that first. I actually think I like you there and you there. We're gonna get a rage imp every turn. I think we should have started on the bottom. I do. I think that was a mistake. But we can imp. Imp. Nothing's living. However, oh no, she's living, that's fine. If I armor you, then you're also living. Get the rage going, play you to die. When they make it to the top floor, they're gonna die. The problem is my imp is gonna live, or is not gonna die, I should say. So, we need to do what we can to keep you alive. You're not doing that much damage at all. You're also not really doing that much damage at all. And you're all getting one shot up on the top floor, basically. So I think this is a good opportunity for maybe an imp, followed by an impressive. Doesn't quite get the kill, though. Two. I mean, this saves you damage, but this also saves you damage, basically. Not gonna be able to kill one unit. So I could echo break one. Yeah, you know, if I play an imp at the back, it'll live to kill a unit. If I play an armor imp at the back, it'll live to kill one unit. Yeah, okay, so that's what we're gonna do there. So you can take the fortify, because I'm gonna need to find some way of keeping you alive later. Don't play the echo break down there. Our imp will die. So what I can do is this. I know this is looking a little sketch, but we have you're living. We have enough rage that I'm not that concerned about the top floor. And as long as they're living, we can keep stacking up the rage. I actually think we want to make sure our imps die, so we'll play this. I gotta play the imp at the back in order to actually kill the unit at the back, so we'll do it like that. And then if you're dying and you're dying, we should well, we can play you just a tank. We can play you just a tank. In which case you can have the regen. I can't believe, by the way, we have not found our infusion card. It was the last card in our deck. There it is. I hate when that happens, but you know, sometimes it just happens. You do 14 damage on sweep. Here's the thing, I don't think you're gonna make it past because in 3 turns, I'm gonna have way more offense. If you're a sweeper, we'll give you the March of Shields. An imp dying up there means we get another imp slot later. Yeah, we'll play a Transcend Imp. That's always a good card. But we'll make sure you get that, and we'll make sure you get that, and we'll make sure you blow up. Bye-bye. Now, we can't play, it's 2 energy. That's fine, because we can still play a Transcend Imp down here. We'll play you at the back, then you at the back. You're taking 168 damage. I screwed up the Transcend Imp, damn it. But that's fine, you're still dead. Just don't kill this unit, actually. We'll just, you know, do that, and then do this. And, I mean, you're taking basically 400 damage in a turn. You actually didn't hit me at all. That's a surprise. Spells get an extra upgrade slot, it's okay. You know, a Pyre Chomper, if we get the Transcend Imp, endless, coming back every turn, we will take days. Then the Transcend Imp can actually give us 4 energy every turn when we play it, so I kind of like that. So I know spells get an extra upgrade slot, but we have to go on the units first, because the units are the most important thing. We got endless, so make you endless. Fantastic. Rage 7 plus 10. These don't really matter at all. Like, you could, I guess, put a Rage 7 on the Transcend Imp, so if it gets played in the back and lives, it still does damage. It would be better to give it Burnout, but I don't think we can get Burnout as an option, because we are Hellhorn Wormkin. So we might as well give you Rage 7. It's kind of cheap. Multi-strike on another brute is fine. We could make the other brute a little bit tankier. That's 5 hits. 5 hits. That's gotta be enough to kill everything. So I'll make you the tank. We'll play you in the front when we play them both. And then those are our units. Now we don't need to take units. We can go here and take spell upgrades with the Concealed Caverns. We're definitely not gonna get Duplicator. I wonder if we can still get, like, I know we can't get Dante. We're too late for Dante. I wonder what we can get out of this. We might as well check. But I don't know, let's look here first. -2 doesn't matter, magic power piercing. I mean, a part of me thinks yes, but a part of me also thinks when we do 200 damage times 3 quick multi-strike rage brute, we don't need it. Frostbite, spikes, sap. I'd love it to be like a rage, heal, or armor card, something that keeps our units going. If we give it Frostbite, though, we can use it to kill imps. And if we make it endless, we can keep bringing it back to give us capacity or money every time we play it. Let's go for the spikes play. So we'll give it a buff, which I think is rage. And then let's increase capacity. And then if we can get this thing on holdover, then we can buff our floor to have more room for imps. And that's not bad. This doesn't matter at all. You know, we have so much gold. Let's get rid of some train stewards. We have a major boss coming up. If we have a major boss coming up, I'm gonna save a little bit of money for the Merchant of Magic. We got a lot of things to buy. Although, well, really, we don't have a lot of things to buy, do we? Spells and death. What are we looking to buy? Holdover. This is the most important thing. Maybe actually double stack for the days would be incredible. Also, permafrost on this would be nice. Remove consume would be the only thing that we don't really care about. So everything else we could buy. So we got Echo Infusion turn 1. Oh my God, it's amazing. So we're gonna play our brutes at the bottom this time around because playing them on the top floor meant that they couldn't do anything. Let's play them on the bottom. We'll play the queen up here. We can get imps. Do we want to play the queen up here? I mean, we could. Actually, we totally could. Yeah, we totally could. But we got to start down here first. Your multi-strike ×3, your multi-strike ×2. Everything's dying, very easy. Should have played that first. Every time, man, every time. We'll buff. And buff. I guess we're not going to be playing any units. Rage 4, strike 1, on slay, apply rage 3 to friendly units. Here's the secret. You're never gonna get a kill because they're quick. So you might as well... she might as well tank for you. So this is a weird one, but we can just give capacity to the floor. Maybe just don't kill your imp this turn, kill it on a future turn. Technically giving damage to the unit behind would be a little bit better, but I don't know. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. What does matter is making sure I can actually still kill my units, so anytime I can kill one of those imps, I'm gonna be very happy about things. I don't know what to do with the train steward, though. I got to admit something. This is a little dangerous because this is kind of similar to the problem that we have when we do... Have I played the armor imp yet? No. This is similar in danger to what we have when we have quick draft and little fade champion that we want to die every turn. If our draft are too quick, then we can't get kills on our own units every turn. So the same thing might be happening here with our imps. We need to be a little bit careful about that. But for now, you, buff you. Kind of like that, kind of like this, and then we can just kill you whenever we have an available spell, basically. We should play... Here's the thing. If our imps are not dying, we should play at the back. Reason being, if we play at the back, then when we get Welder Helper, we can actually give armor to our units. That's my thinking there. Now, unfortunately, you're in a cant, which is very annoying. So I guess we'll play our spells up here then. I guess we can play... So we can play you, then we can play this, and then I don't really want to have Ember Drain. I also really want to be able to play the Welder Helper. Although I suppose we could play the Welder Helper up here until we kill our imps, which is not gonna happen for a while. Sure, why not? Give us more rage. Boss is taking 1,300? Excuse me? I guess our imps are doing an incredible amount of damage too. All right, well, clearly we're not gonna have a problem with this boss, but clearly we're also not really constructing the deck appropriately. But I think it really does just kind of depend on killing our own imps. So, I hate to say it, I think what we need, what we really, really need, is... I'm gonna bank on being able to kill one of our imps. We need to hold over 1 damage spell. I think that would actually be the best thing that we could manage here. So here's the thought. You just do this, and then you do one of these. Not enough capacity. Okay, add capacity, then play this. Sure, there's like 3,000 damage. Yeah, I get it. You're dying. Reap to enemy units, apply armor 25. Armor doesn't matter too much. This seems like a skip. This is a tough question because we have so many cards on turn 1, energy would be very nice. But capacity means we can keep playing our imps. But if I make a holdover Echo Break, then we just want to draw into that spell quickly. I actually think that maybe the energy is more important than draw, because we have the box giving us 10 cards early. I'll take a free relic. When you summon your imp, gain 1 energy and draw 1. When you play your 3rd card, draw 1. They're functionally similar, but what I like about Queen's Tale is that we can get that draw early in our turn and then figure out what we're gonna do. And then we also get an energy refund on top of it. Yeah, actually the energy refund is really the piece de resistance about that card, I think. Permafrost, yes, Soul Crushing Guilt. Magic Power Consume. I will put that on a, you know, a Sacrifice Imp holdover would be good. So let's make an Echo Break Consume. Let's make you free. Double stack. Double stack is still fine, especially on Soul Crushing Guilt. I don't think we're gonna need it, is the thing. Like, I think days 6 is too much days, but well, we have it. Plus 10 magic power. Sure, 2 good impressives. Why not? Should have maybe gone here first before we did the cheapo upgrades. Steel Pulley Claw Trap Shoot. I mean, being able to pull a unit into the pyre and killing it is always great. Have I gilded the other one? Yes. Have I gilded the card where we descend? I think we have. I don't think health is going to be a problem here. None of these units add garbage to our deck, so we can fight them on floor 3. We only need a couple of imps, and then once we get Transcend Imp, we can just let it die and come back over and over again to power up our top floor. So I really think what we do, and we got the Pyre Chomper to keep that going, I think what we do... Oh, and you know what? These units are really nice because they'll kill my imps. So here's the question. Do you play on the bottom? 2 units would die. I could kill a 3rd. You would move up. No, we have to play on the top floor so we can get powerful enough to kill these guys. I think that's the case. But we can still play an imp. We play our champ, our queen, probably on the middle floor. We don't need 2 imps every turn. We just need a few imps to power up the Endless Imp, so her dying is not really a huge problem. So I think we'll play you here. And you've got health, and I can put a Train Steward in front of you. I think you'll be fine. Play you here. And you've got a sweep. I always forget about these units. You'll tank. You go up here. Energy. What? Yes, okay. Now maybe we would start down here because we have our units, but this is still perfectly fine. We will wipe you. Haha. I'll wipe you. Don't pull anyone into the pyre. I can kill you though now. And dude, honestly, I hate drawing 3 train stewards on turn 1, but there you go, now you're dead. What a hand. Imp, 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 and imp. Okay. We're gonna play like that, are we? Well, you can tank for this floor. Hold on. You should armor first. Like you should armor like so. Then you should tank a hit. Then you should be played, and then blow up. And then you should be played, and then you should be played. I don't care that these guys get stronger every turn. I really don't. Oh no, they get armor. They're gonna die on the top floor anyways. Well, it would be nice to have killed you, but you know what I mean. Just need better units to be in my hand. I think we gotta start building up the rage. Oh, let's go. Okay, now, when we play you, I will get a ton of energy. So, wipe you, play you, wipe you again. You'll be drawn next turn. And what's going on down here? Nothing really? I think I'm okay. Is that imp infused? No. I just played 2 targeted killing spells up here. That's fine. You have 60 armor? Look, you're gonna die when you hit the top floor anyways. It doesn't matter. So let's wipe you. Thank you. Let's go ahead and put another armor down. Maybe like so that the front unit can die and the second one can live with 1 HP. Buff your damage. Nothing is gonna make it through that top floor. We need the infusion card, which we drew. Nice. We have our imp, which is gonna be playable every turn, which is nice. We'll start with, we don't need any more armor because we're gonna wipe. So I think armor's always nice though. We've already played a bunch of rage imps. We're gonna get you we're not gonna get you every turn. We're gonna get you many turns. I think we will just have you tank here. And then I will give you some armor. And we'll give you some more armor. And rage. The imp is doing 177 freaking damage. Should have played this. Should have played it on the Transcendent so we could get the extra charged echoes on the floor every turn. So that's a mistake. Might as well keep you going. And anyone need this? No, let's not play it so we don't draw it later. This is going beautifully. Again, the only thing I need is some sort of like a holdover spell to kill my imp. That's it. And if I had that, I would be in love. But you're already in love with the deck. You know what? Imp. Pull. You're still taking 21, huh? That's unfortunate. Might as well just play you to die and armor, and I can kill my imp! Didn't even think about it until I saw the card in my hand. Honestly, my middle floor is looking kind of sick. Okay, when we play an imp, we are going to make Transcend Imp better, and we're gonna draw. Actually very good, so we can kill our Transcend Imp. Then we'll play this. The Queen is living, which I guess I care about. I could probably keep you alive though. I mean, I could probably just daze you, but if I daze the boss, the Queen Imp might just be able to take care of you on her own. Actually, you probably just want to daze you. I don't care about this floor though. Play you. Insane armor, insane rage. We're doing 2,000 damage on that floor. I can kill my imp again. It's the only thing I care about. Killing my imp again. Oh baby, I can kill my imp again. I can kill my imp. So I did this a little bit wrong, but we'll kill you, then transcend him. Then kill you, then buff. I mean, this guy has 300 armor. We have 3,500 damage? Sorry, 4,000 damage. It's pretty sick. Disgusting. Absolutely absurd. Now you're dying in like one hit, but who cares? You've done your job. We're doing 11 damage to you? You know what? That's 11 damage more than I thought we would do, so I'm happy about that. Also, oh my god, it's 5,000 damage. I'm almost killing you in a single hit. I want to know if I can actually get there. It's so close, but it's not quite there. Like echo transfer. Queen's Imp. No. Killing you in 2 hits. All right, well, it's still pretty good. Also, by the way, you have 6 turns of daze. Oh, that's good. Imp in a box. Inferno's very tempting. Probably not gonna be that relevant. A little expensive. Imp in a box I kind of like just so we can get random imps out there. Whenever, I mean, we're gonna love to see a card like that. Soul Crushing Guilt. Wait, is this different than this one? Nope, this moves units to the back. Do we want a second one? Nah, one's fine. We're only gonna play that in rare circumstances. And I think we do wanna go Merchant of Magic. This is our last shop. There's free card removal on the left, but a holdover would actually mean more to me than anything, I think. It's Consume Seraph, kind of annoying, but yeah, we don't care about unit upgrades. We don't really care about duplicating our units. So yeah, like maybe a second Transcend Imp would be incredible, but once we get one, we're fine. And our queen is giving us other imps to play. Holdover? That's good. So yeah, a holdover impressive seems great. Admittedly, when we're on Divinity, technically a holdover Marcher of Shields would be way better, but once we get our Endless Imp out, this is all that we're gonna need. So a holdover impressive, I think, is totally sick. Let's quickly check out Merchant of Trinkets. Let's also make sure we have 105 packed shards. Friendly units enter with rage. Consume, add copies to your hand. Considering that when we are in the fight, the first spell gets consume, that's actually not that bad. It's actually kind of interesting as a way of counteracting this to a small degree. But once we get through the deck once, we're set, we don't play spells. If our spells consume, we don't care. If Echo Infusion consumes, I don't care. If Imp in a Box consumes, I don't care. If Impressive consumes, I don't really care. So this is actually probably a reroll. This is also terrible. But on the bright side, we can just make our deck a little bit better and then purge cards. We have plenty of things to get rid of in this deck. So I will just make an Echo Break a little bit better. Reroll, see what we get. Double stack. Spikes 10, armor 20. Honestly, to me this feels like get the Train Stewards out. Get the Train Stewards out, The imps are at least 1 capacity and they'll die. But you guys have to go. Don't really know what to upgrade here. Maybe a March of Shields that applies armor 20? Regen 10? Just to keep a unit going? Wouldn't we prefer to just have this though? Look, we got the cash. Let's go ahead and make that free. All right, 100 pack shards. We're exactly at the line that we want to be at. Our spells consume, we don't care. We draw thanks to playing imps. Our imps power up our rage units. And this is one of those situations where I don't really know how the queen is really affecting this run. I feel like she's not really doing much. The only thing that she is doing is just enabling me to get imps to make the endless imp better. Maybe that's all she has to do. She gives us imps every turn. Even if we have to pay for them on a floor like this, we're kind of okay with it. I will... Tell you, we'll do this. And then... Are we going to play on the bottom? We could wipe the whole floor, and then next turn get imps. So I think we actually probably just play on the bottom. Play you here. Get a pretty sick Animus that we don't really care about. But we'll play you, and then you. Everything should die immediately. We're taking no damage. I will give you... I'll give you armor. I'll give you rage, and we're really looking, we're just looking for our holdovers so we can actually kill our units, like usual. And, probably just don't even play these ones. Pyre Chomper plus a Transcendent is good enough, because we can play you. You're actually oh, let's freaking go, dude. Brr, 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 brr. So we don't care about Ember Drain anymore. We can have just a floor of garbage. So our garbage floor is gonna be that floor. Let's give you, let's start stacking up the rage, I guess. Play you. And then we can stop the Ember Drain. Dump this. This doesn't matter at all. Might as well protect the pyre. I didn't realize you were making it through. And now, every turn, we do 100 damage, and then also bring back an imp that's gonna make us scale out of control. So I think, honestly, just start with the imp. Because we clearly already have enough scaling, and then just spend any like impressives just killing other imps that you can kill. Like, get rid of this one. We'll get rid of the endless one, of course. And then all we're doing is we're just making more capacity for more imps. Every spell gets played on our imps. So we'll play this. And we'll eat them. And we'll play this. And we'll eat you. I can't really fill the capacity of the floor anymore because, I mean, I need room. I need room to play the Endless Imp. That's fine. By the way, I have not been paying attention at all to the spells that we have been consuming out of our deck, like Impressive. So that's a little silly on my part. I don't think it's gonna matter, but it is something that's stupid and I should, you know, be careful about. Tell you what, get rid of March of Shields, keep Echo Break, so that I can kill my imp. Trying to think. Armor, rage. We got a pretty nice floor. Should have consumed that card. We don't care about healing for 5. Okay. You already consumed, so Imp, consume. We're gonna put anything into the pyre. Yes, let's put you into the pyre. Although you're killing an Imp. So maybe I will just put you into the pyre just so I can say that this card doesn't exist in my deck anymore. I actually have no more rooms for Imps. But I already do like over 1,000 damage, so who cares? You know what? Take another 9 days. Oh, we have all the tools at our disposal. There's nothing you can do, nothing! I know that consumed, I don't care. By the way, have 14 days. Go ahead, have some more rage. Got a lot of Imps in our deck, but hey, there's Final Wave. I can't kill my Imp. I can play an Imp, but I can't kill an Imp to play another Transcendent. No, but I can make the capacity and then play it. Let's go. So it's like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 damage every turn on this floor. Yeah, it's pretty good. And the boss was stunned for 10 turns. Oh, let's go. It's actually gonna be a lot easier on Divinity because since Divinity attacks every turn, he'll kill my Imps. The only question is, are we gonna play on the top? Because if we get our dazing equipment, maybe we will. We'll certainly just start with this. Okay, we got the Pyre Chomper, which is great. You gotta think that the bottom is where it's at, so you can just wipe the units and then have your queen safe up here. And admittedly, it is fantastic. And you know what? We can kill the rage guys with oldie magic. So I think we will start on the bottom with the brutes. Because we got our tanky brute out and we can give them a little bit of armor, a little bit of regen, and these enemies are gonna wipe themselves out. They'll hit for 7 and then die. And next turn we're gonna get the other brute and we're gonna get Imps. So yeah, I think that totally works. We'll play you. We're also gonna get another unit I completely forgot about. Ooh, that's actually like even better, because now we won't take the damage. So we gotta think about this for a second. 14, 28, 37, 49. If they're doing 49 damage, why not put your Titan Sentry out, have it die, and then it opens up the capacity to play the brute without the brute taking damage. You could also put it here as a tank, but I don't care about her. Like we're gonna put Imps in front of her and tank the shots anyways, because it's a good place to put the Imps. This wipes everything. The brute's perfectly safe. I don't even know why he's taking 1. Oh, because 1 trample damage is making it through. If I incant, it's gonna be more damage making it through, but we do need old magic out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play Imps, and we'll play, you know, two cheap Imps up here. And I gotta run a little bit of mental math. Old magic causes the shark to take 14 less damage, but it buffs these guys for 6. If I play 3 total spells, we'll take an additional 3 damage, but we'll have the old magic be played. I could also play it back here, but that's less useful because if I play it here, it'll wipe these units and then less overflow damage will happen. I don't care about the plus 10 damage. We want rage. So I think we'll play this. Now you're living, which is actually not bad. You know, if you live, I guess in hindsight, I'm like perfectly okay with that. Like, why don't we play an Imp at the front? Because here's my thinking. If this unit lives, whatever. It'll die next turn. Divinity is always going to attack unless I daze him. And I'm not really going to daze him, I don't think. So maybe I'll give you... Well, that actually seems like a bad idea. Play it here. Don't know what to play now. Part of me thinks we don't need to play anything. This causes us to take one more damage, so I think I'll just play these up here. The bottom floor is totally fine. Yeah, a couple of units, or one unit made it up even. Who cares? You're living, so I don't need to worry about you. I would very much like to buff you. Buff you again. And then just put like a rage imp in front. Now everything's dying and we're taking a little bit of damage from the explosion and from the 12 damage from this guy, but that is a-okay by me. Also, now you're taking less damage. Why are you taking 5? I gave you the regen, that's why. Smart idea to give her the regen, I think. More rage. It's not bad. Kill? Hit, hit, kill. Hit, hit, kill. You're not taking like any damage. If I give... I have to give us a lot of rage to get additional kills here. So maybe just like a welder helper to keep the Titan Sentry going for a little. No, if we buff our rage, where are you taking 90? Probably Frostbite, and then the imp hitting you. So that kills you, which is fantastic. I could wipe you and then play another imp, which actually seems like a pretty good idea. Might be better though, just rage imp this floor a little bit. You give yourself spikes, huh? That's annoying. Like, wipe you. You give everyone armor. Might not be the best idea to kill you then, because I like how this floor is looking. So what we might do instead is, we just give you 5 armor, and then dump you, and then play you, and then you, and then you. Don't even play the steel pulley claw. I want divinity attacking every turn, killing my imps. Everything down here is dying. You're dying. My imps are dying because of the spikes. How's that working? Oh, because you have 5 HP and all my imps do 1 damage. Okay, that's pretty funny. I know. We're waiting on you, and you. Well, I'm really just you two. We should have played an imp, because if we drew you, I would like to give you the infusion, but it's unnecessary at this point. We don't care about the extract, plus 15 damage card. That's not good enough. What I do like is this, and then we can blow you up, and then we can do basically the same thing, and then basically the same thing, and then really, there's no good spell here, so I'll remove your spell shield. Like, our imps are dying. If our imps are dying, I don't need to play anything. There you are. So this gives us energy refund. You might as well start there. 90 armor now. Pretty good. We'll wipe ya. Give you a little bit more armor, give you a little bit of rage, tank a shot, tank 1 damage from Seraph basically. Seraph has taken 400 damage. The damage that Seraph takes is going to scale very quickly in the upwards direction. In fact, there's another like 400 damage. Yep. It's tempting to daze you here to keep our imps alive. We want them to die. We want them to die. Oh, I love this. Oh no, you're getting a little stronger. Wah, wah, wah. By the way. That's pretty good. In fact, we can't quite get our imp killed, although why are you taking 20? Hit, 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 hit. Because of the spikes. How does that happen? Oh, because he has spikes 5 and then spikes 3. So 5, 3, 8, 12, 20. Gotcha. Okay. So we'll play this, and we'll play this, and I'll wipe ya. It's not gonna do anything, but who cares? You can tank 1 damage. I do like playing him just to tank 1 damage. It's pretty funny. And maybe try to get that imp killed. I mean, at this point, the Transcend Imp will scale enough. Yeah, hot cha to you too, my friend. Hot cha to you. We've got a sick build here. And hey, the queen build worked. Her giving us imps means that we can have more armor and more rage. We had to get to this point. You know, it was a little scary earlier in the run, but we got there. Ended up not being too, oh, the boss is dead. This is 3,000 damage. We had to get to the point, you know, it started off a little slow because the 10 damage imps are really bad and we have capacity problems and we don't have the spells that we need to kill our own imps if we're playing them in the back to give armor to the units in the front. But then eventually it all comes together if you have a reason to have rage, which we did, a way of killing your imps, which we did, an endless imp, which is ideal, and we got it. Although I think we would have been fine without it because we had enough rage and enough armor and enough quick multi-strike damage dealing units thanks to the early relic that we got, that was just kind of a beautiful run. Gurg's Goad. And we got the Queen's Tail relic as well to get a refund off of the first imp played. So, I mean, what was this run? This run was basically quick, high damage multi-strike units and a Transcend Imp, and then the Queen that gives us Rage Imps. And I guess that's all you need. That gives you it ticks all the boxes. You get survivability, high damage, scaling in all ways, in offense and defense, and you just got to keep her alive so that she gets you the imps every turn. Good run, but a bit lucky. I still think that, and we didn't take the first trial. Look, I don't take them all the time. I still don't really like her because if we didn't get multi-strike units or a reason to have the rage, or if we didn't get the Transcend Imp, then it would have been a lot harder to win this run off of her alone. But you know what? Maybe this is just the ideal build. Rally, I also hear, is pretty good because you can buff the damage of the Queen, but you really do need her to have like trample or something, and she doesn't have it. So you're gonna buff your own damage to the point where you're doing like 800 damage to one unit, but you can't really give her multi-strike unless you find the tome. So what are you gonna do? Just obliterate a 3 HP enemy in the front that explodes and does 5 damage and then everything else makes it through? Nah, you really do need to have other units that she's buffing. And maybe that's the point of her. Maybe you don't want to give her the rally version. You could give her the yeet version and then put imps behind in order to power up herself, but then you won't get the fledgling imp every turn, so you have to worry about armor on your units. And it's just a big thing. She is the best version, the one that gives you imps every turn, though. Absolutely. IMO, IMHO, in my stupid opinion. For now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel, any of the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.